That's right. You know who it is. Dandy Man. Hey, VHS Doom World. Are you ready for some fun? It's been a while. And guess what? For your precious American holiday, I filled the return box with beans. I may not have been able to kill Mikey Mutant yet, but believe me, I have something up my sleeve. He won't see it when it's coming, that's for sure. Mikey. Well, I hope you all enjoy your silly American holiday, filled with hot dogs and, well, my favorite part, obviously, the baked beans. Shove those beans right down your faces, mates. We'll see you soon, Mikey. You can't hide from Dandy Man.
What's up? Who's next? Huh? How about it? Who wants up?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Hello, and welcome back, everyone, to the VHS Doom podcast and rental store. I, as always, am your host, Dylan Crutcher, and we're so glad to have you joining us again this week for another dive into the shelves of madness. We hope you all enjoyed. Hey, Scabs. We hope you all enjoyed our last episode where we literally just cleaned shit, piss, blood, bird carcasses, vomit out of the store while we caught up. It was a nightmare, really. It was fucking awful, and I don't know what to do with Hugh Janus. I don't know what to say.
He's a
deadite. He's a deadite. I don't know what I should have expected outside of that, but he just fucking obliterated my entire work of
all
my
your
life.
Candy you put on the wall.
All my candy.
And he made a really weird mural of piss of somebody.
You know what's funny? He didn't eat any of the candy or the soda pops or any of that.
Like the actual food he could have eaten.
He climbed out the window, hunted down birds, ate them, but only half chewed them, and then vomited them back up.
And most of them were baby birds too.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous. He's still in the closet. I'm not. I brought him some food today. I gave him a burger, but I'm leaving him. I'm leaving him in there for a while.
Salad.
A salad? Fuck no. He probably would have just vomited in my face if he saw a salad. Anyway, all right. So as always, this week I'm joined by my ever nefarious, dastardly, can cracking, and always awesome co-host, Mikey Mutant.
Hey.
Wow! How you doing, buddy?
Good. Very sunburned, but I'm good.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll talk all about that soon, I'm sure. It's matches the theme of our movie today, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hanging out on the beachy beach, eh? All right.
It's
well,
cool in town, but yeah, you got it.
Yeah, sure. There could be a shark in there. Who knows? Friends, if you didn't know, which you should fucking know because I've talked about it way too much, but we have a Patreon, and we have a lot of tiers you can join at. So we have some cool perks, including custom member cards, an open invitation to our live recording sessions, and a random VHS shipped to your door. And speaking of VHS tape shipped to your door, I picked up a good haul this week of tapes to be able to send to Patreon. Okay, so I got Candyman 3 Day of the Dead.
Oh, cool. I just got,
Okay.
what was it, like 2 years ago, I got the Blu-ray from Vestron. I like
Nice.
those movies. I like the
Yeah.
later one, like the second one, the third one a lot. I don't know.
Yeah. So I've never seen this one, but Children of the Corn 666 Isaac's Return.
I haven't seen past like 2.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. So this is called the final chapter. So I kind of want to check that out. Right. I got Toby Hooper's Invaders from Mars. That was cool.
That's fun.
Yeah. Bordello of Blood, which is a Tales of the Crypt.
That's a good one.
Presents. Yeah. And then Rocky Horror Picture Show. And Army of Darkness.
You should keep that one.
I probably should keep some of those for myself, right?
Like the really good ones you should keep, honestly.
No, that's the point. If people join Patreon, they're going to get the good ones. You know? They're going to get the good ones.
You know what I mean, though. Like the ones that
I know what you
like
mean.
the most out of all of them.
Speaking of all of the tapes, I'm getting a couple bookshelves tomorrow, and I'm going to put them up behind me here. I have to reset up the studio after my mom came to visit.
I'm doing a
while
whole
the
thing in
baby.
here right now. I'm trying to figure everything out.
Nice, yeah. I'm going to do the same thing. So I want to put all the tapes behind me for when we record. So I have to set the whole camera system up again. When my mom came to visit, I just tore everything down and made her a spare room, and then I got to put it back together. But anyway,
what did she say about the soundproofing?
She thought it was cool. I told her she could watch any of the tapes because I have like the TV right, on the desk that faces like where the bed was. So I'm like, if you want to watch a VHS, go for it. And she's like, nah, I probably won't. But I got some. I was like, yeah, whatever. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Last week, I was so proud of myself making that fucking ridiculous Uncle Can Cracker track. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good one. I might keep that. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows where that'll pop up again. Anyway, please, friends, go subscribe wherever you're listening to the podcast. Help us out with a rating. It really goes a long way to supporting the show and helping us grow. It gets us out in front of more people. And the more people that join, what should I call us? What should be our group name? The Doomers?
No.
Join us as, we should watch. What should we call it?
Think.
We should have what's our membership club? The Doom Room? The Doomies? Oh, I like the Doomies.
Our Patreon should be called the Doom Room.
Yeah, well, so our Zoom is the VHS Doom Zoom Room, and I really love that. That's what I titled it. So we can call it the Doom Room, The Patreon's the Doom Room, and then the Doomies are the people who join us. All right, cool. All right, so fucking help more people become Doomies, just like you.
I hope
you little
Doom Generation doesn't call their fans that. Let me see on their thing.
You little doomy heads. I don't think they do. I've never seen them post that. So, it helps the show grow, and that's awesome. So if you have 2 seconds and you're listening to us just bullshit right now, open up the app that you're listening to us on and click the little stars. It goes a long way to help us. And hit follow.
Wet Hot American Summer. I love that movie.
Oh, that's such a good fucking movie.
They just dropped it today.
Nice.
Yesterday.
That's so classic. Didn't they do a second one?
Like years and years later, yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
They did a TV show too
is.
on Netflix, so I thought I liked it.
That was it. Yeah. I like that they did that because the same actors played the same characters and they act like they were the same age, like the next year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but they were obviously all like 50 or 40 or whatever. That was awesome. All right. Anywho. Oh, yeah. Hey, check out the merch store, VHS Doom. Scroll all the way to the bottom. You'll see a link to all of our merch. And then also, we are working on another website just for us. We're eventually going to move everything over there. And we're also going to have some tapes for sale and everything. It's called the Scary Good Store. So thescarygoodstore.com. You'll be able to buy some VHS tapes eventually. Still getting it set up, but it's there. We'll shout it out more once it actually is done. And then also, if you want to come on the show, this is my last pandering note. If you're a producer, director, an actor promoting a project, if you do want to collab and you're a podcast, that'd be awesome. We want to talk to you. Shoot us an email, vhsdoom@gmail.com. Let us know if you want to do something, and we would love to do something with you. All right, that's all I got. Fuck. That's all my begging. No more shillings. or please give me more. I don't know.
I don't know, I
Yeah.
like
So how you,
the
a shelling? Can I get a shelling, please?
Yeah, did you
How
see
have
a
you been,
rocket go
bud?
through Dylan's house? You hear a JDAM go off.
God damn it! I'm being shelled.
I thought these were fireworks.
Bro, how have you been, man? How have you
I've been good.
What's new?
Doing a stay-at-home dad summer thing. We're just like doing a lot of activities. We started soccer this week. Started swimming this week. Every day going to the pool. He's loving it. He's getting really good at swimming.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. Just all that kind of stuff, a lot of outside stuff. I'm sunburned and he tans.
Yeah.
I don't. I sunburn. So
Okay. Yeah. That's good. He got his mom's tanning genes.
Yes.
I don't have those at all. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Other than that, we've just been watching wrestling. We caught up on X-Men 97. That's
Nice.
about it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Good shit, man. Yeah, so same. Fuck. I've been back at work, and so I'm just,
How's that going?
trying to get Sometimes I feel like
Are they still having staffing issues?
we are no, not so much. Sometimes I feel like I have a huge anus, that works for me, and it stresses me. I walk in and everything is exploded. So, yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. I just, I am tired, and with the baby and then going back to work and everything else, it's a lot, but that's okay. Unfortunately, like it really cut down any time that I have to watch any of this shit that I'm getting. All I watch right now are pirate videos, like kids pirate videos with my daughter. And we listen to pirate songs, and that's kind of it. So, and then like the overnights, randomly, I'll watch like an episode of Lucifer with my wife, but that's it, man. It's just kid stuff. But yeah, so that's it. And then hanging out with the baby, man, he's getting big. He's getting big already. So he's chunky, he's fat, he's long, he already grew out of the newborn stuff. So he's growing big. We growing big down
I was just
here.
going to say.
We
have 7 more weeks.
Oh, dude, that goes by so fast.
It has been. That's why I need to get this
Oh
room
my God.
up in order so we have the guest room
Yeah.
for Sammy, but she's going to sleep with in our room for a little bit before that. So
yeah, for sure.
So I have a little bit of time.
sure.
It's just I want to get all the movie stuff in here and make it nice in here. I was so happy when my mother-in-law brought over these fans.
Yeah.
Because like this room, the last time we recorded, I felt like I was dying. I told you and Mike in group chat, it was so hot and like
right. And now you're wearing a hoodie.
Windows. It's like a greenhouse. In
Yeah.
here.
Right. Now you're wearing a hoodie, so you should be okay then.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Good. That's good, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's it though, really. There's not much else going on.
I do have one more thing.
Yeah, what you got?
Sammy likes to wrestle me, and he kicked me so hard that he gave me a giant welt on my elbow.
Oh,
and my
shit.
he bruised my funny bone to the point where I couldn't sleep for a while, like laying on my arm.
Wow. Oh my God. In my head, I'm like, damn. Like it's nice that we are like the new generation of parenting. I feel like if I would have done that to my dad, no, my dad wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done anything.
No, we were
But if he
wrestling
would have
around.
done-
It was fun.
Yeah, if he would have done that to his dad, he might have got beaten up,
Yeah, it was like right here. This part was all raised.
Holy shit. That's awesome. Oh, he's growing up so much. I was so flattered when you texted me and you were like, oh, yeah, Sammy asked if you could come to his birthday party.
He did.
I was like, oh, I would love to be there.
Katie were talking to him like, who want to invite? Because his birthday is in September. We're like a month and a half out, and we're trying to figure out ideas because when the baby comes, as you know, it's probably going to get busier. So
Yeah.
He said that he wanted to invite Uncle Dylan. So
that made me so happy. I told Carla.
I thought it was funny when the last time you called me, he pretty much picked up the phone. He was talking.
He did. Yeah, he was. That was so funny. I was like, hello? And he's like, hello.
You thought I was messing with you for a second.
Yeah, I was like, is this Mike with a high voice? What is this? Yeah, that was funny. He's a cool kid, man. You're raising up a cool kid. For
we've
sure.
been watching a lot of ECW from like the 90s, X-Men 97. He's been getting into a lot into like superhero stuff. So Disney has that new TV show it leaves off after what happens on the X-Men TV show, X-Men 97, and it's really good.
Oh, okay, cool.
We just finished it. It's on Disney Plus. I don't want to ruin anything, but a lot of Marvel heroes show up towards the end of the season too.
Okay.
They bring everything into like one kind of thing, but it's still in the X-Men universe from when we were kids.
Nice. Okay, that's really cool. I got to check it out then.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude. All right. Well, we got a
big. You didn't watch anything.
No, not a goddamn thing. That's my watch list.
I kept thinking I had like movies piled up that I was gonna watch. I'm like, okay, I have time. I'm gonna watch this stuff, and just like from just doing everything all day with him, like going outside, playing with him, or walking all the way to the pool and back. I'm just so tired at the end of the day now that I just fall asleep.
Holy shit, bro. Yeah, for sure. It's like I just can't find the time. And I was a fucking idiot because this past week, there was the presidential debate, and I literally used the 5 minutes that I had where I could have watched anything else. And I turned that on just to see like, oh, well, what's the future of the country going to look like? And I wanted to claw my ears out after 5 seconds. So,
yeah, not to get into politics too much.
But we can't. No.
But Biden the next day seemed more cognizant than he did at the debate, and it was kind of weird.
I don't know. I don't fucking care. It's so bad. The
world is burning, my friend.
It is fucking on fire. So you know what I'm doing? Buying more VHS tapes and being happy. Anyway, all right, let's get you checked back in. Not from last week, from like 3 or 4 weeks ago. There's no late fees. Don't worry. I'm not charging you guys for keeping them late
we can't charge you because we were closed.
Yeah, we closed down the store, and Hugh had stuffed the return box with a bunch of bird carcasses.
It was weird. He had a lot of. I don't know where he got all that cheese from, but he couldn't eat it.
He's lactose intolerant.
He said he was hungry.
He's hungry, but he's lactose intolerant. He can't.
He's lactose intolerant. He's diabetic, so he couldn't eat all the candy in the store.
Holy fuck! What can he eat? Baby birds. That's it. Anyway,
he needs protein. So.
Okay, this is getting you checked back in from the episode where we covered Slime City and Body Melt.
That was a great episode.
All right, friends. Well, let's go ahead and get you checked in. So last week, we sent you with quite the set of fun movies. So first was Ghoul School by Timothy O'Raw from 1990. Oh, fuck. I am not ready for this. Give me my scanner. All right, there we go. Okay, cool. Next, we sent you with Cannibal Campout from Tom Fisher and John McBride.
One of my
from
favorite SOV movies.
Nice. Oh, God, fuck, son of a bitch! Literally, it never fails. That I get a void?
Music apparently, but no, I'm not giving you a void. You have to do it yourself.
God damn it! Give me a sec. Okay.
If you jump a little bit, why'd you do that?
I was putting in the void. Okay. And then next, we sent you with Dreaming Purple Neon Todd Sheets from 2016. Thank you.
He did some of my favorite shot on video movies, the Zombie Bloodbath trilogy.
Oh, interesting.
They were really good shot on video zombie movies. It's kind of like in a style almost like The Dead Next Door.
Oh, yeah, I like that one. Okay.
Like a really good, like really low budget zombie movie, like low budget kind of movie, yeah.
That was surprising that they had no budget on that because there were so many fucking people.
Mm-hmm. And it was shot on a
Super 8?
Super 8, yeah, I forgot the name of it for a second.
Yeah, no, that was wild. All right, so next we have Cat Sick Blues from David Jackson from 2015.
What a weird slasher movie.
Awesome. And then lastly, for the kids and the fam, we sent you with a real classic, Monsters, Inc. from 2001. I'll take that. Thanks so much. All right. Wonderful. Okay, so how's everything looking there? Buddy?
Dude, why is the room shaking?
Holy fuck, there's a shark in the store! It's a shark-nado! Oh my god, it's just flopping around like a monster. It's a fucking huge shark, and it bit Mikey's arm right off. God damn, there's blood everywhere. The tapes. The shark swallowed all the tapes. Oh my god, what the fuck is actually...
There's no way I can survive.
Oh, dude, Mikey's in shock. Somebody call the ambulance. Somebody. Oh, right. We have Scabby. I forgot.
I'm good.
Yeah, your arm's back.
Yeah, it's back.
But it's backwards. You have your left arm's on your right. How are you going to do anything? It's fucking weird.
I don't know.
Holy shit. Okay, yeah, so obviously what happened, if you weren't aware, was there was just a massive tornado that came through, and a shark flew in through the front door like a fucking missile, and in the process grabbed all of the tapes that you were returning, as well as ripped Mikey's arm off of his body, and there's blood everywhere. The shark's still kind of flopping around over there. I might just let it die off, and then maybe we can hang it up in the window or something. I don't know. Oh, shit. Mikey walked off.
Why are there barnacles on the store? These are nasty.
Barnacles. Ah, goddamn barnacles everywhere. Oh, yeah, of course. Holy fuck. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I was telling everybody what happened was there was a tornado and a shark shot through the front door like a fucking missile, like the rockets we were just talking about.
I think Dandy Man shot him out of a cannon or something.
Fucking ripped your arm right off, as well as all of the tapes are down its gullet. So it's still flopping around over there. I think I'll just wait for it to die, then I'll skin it and put its teeth up on the wall or something. You know what I mean? That'd be a cool decoration.
We might need Big Ed to help us.
Yeah, we can get Big Ed.
Mutilator versus Shark versus Jaws.
Hey, right, yeah. A Mutilator versus Jaws. That's epic. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. Well, fuck. That's wild. Well, I see you do have the copy of Jaws in your hand, so maybe we should press play on this, and we'll deal with the shark later. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, man. Press play. Press play, motherfuckers. Press play.
Shark, we've got a panic on our hands on the 4th of July.
Yeah, they're all gonna die.
This shark? He's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. You're gonna need a bigger boat.
All right.
Cool. All right, Mikey, take that back of the box and fucking shove it. I mean, read it if you want.
So violent and disgusting, Jesus. All right. So directed by Academy Award winner Steven Spielberg, Jaws set the standard of the edge of your seat suspense, quickly becoming a cultural phenomenon, however, changing the movie industry. When a seaside community of Amity finds itself under attack by a dangerous great white shark, the town's chief of police, Roy Schrader, and a young marine biologist, Richard Dreyfuss, and a grizzled shark hunter, Robert Shaw, embark on a desperate quest to destroy a beast before it strikes again. Featuring unforgettable score that invokes pure terror, Jaws remains one of the most influential, gripping adventures in motion picture history.
Nice. Okay. So that's all right. First of all, I love referring to someone as grizzled. That is awesome. And then secondly, I think that's a great description.
I've seen so many TV shows and movies that like copy the part where Robert Shaw is talking.
Yeah, for sure.
That like when you see it again, it's kind of like sort of funny if you think about it.
Yeah. No, it's such a great iconic role. Well, okay. So a couple caveats before we get rolling, everybody. So first of all, just like the back of that box, there is an absurd amount of information and text in any source that you look up about Jaws, because it's
Blu-ray I have of it.
It's such a classic film, and there's been so much study done on it, and
so many Italian ripoffs too.
It set the pace for a lot of future films. So there's just a ton of information and scholastic information and everything you want to know about it.
Started the Animal Attack movies, if you think about it.
Yeah, so this is going to be a toughie because I personally like the films. I probably like the films with less history notes more, because we can just shoot the shit about them and it's a lot more fun.
Yeah, this is our July 4th episode. So.
Yeah, so we're going to take this one. We're going to take y'all to school on this one a little bit, to honor the history of America and the sharks that be killing Americans. So
Paul Benchley's novel. I have some of his other books.
Do you?
I don't remember which one I have. I think I have another Animal Attack one he made, but I don't remember which one. It's in a box in this room, actually.
All right, so what I'm going to say then on these caveats, secondly, so we're going to run through the little intro I got. We're going to run through the plot, and I'm just going to read, and after every paragraph, we can talk a little bit about that. If you have notes in that section of the film, throw them out there. I have so many
notes, but I feel like
that's all right.
Will be fairly similar.
Yeah, that's fine. So we'll just read through, and then after that, there are an absurd amount of production notes, and I was tried to be as picky choosy as possible, but we're gonna have to go through those quick. All right, let's fly through this shit. Let's fucking go. I'm gonna put it in high gear, motherfuckers. All right, so Jaws is a 1975 American thriller film and animal horror, I would say, directed by Steven Spielberg, based on the 1974 novel by Peter Benchley. It stars Roy Schneider as Police Chief Martin Brody, who, with the help of a marine biologist played by Richard Dreyfuss and a professional shark hunter played by Robert Shaw, hunts a man-eating great white shark that attacks beachgoers at a summer resort town. Regarded as a watershed moment in motion picture history, Jaws is the prototypical summer blockbuster and won several awards for its music and editing. It was the highest-grossing film of all time until the release of Star Wars 2 years later. Both films were pivotal in establishing the modern Hollywood business model, which pursues high box office returns from action and adventure films with simple, high-concept premises. Released during the summer in thousands of theaters and advertised heavily. Jaws was followed by 3 sequels, none of which involved Spielberg or Benchley, and many imitative many films that imitated. God damn it! In 2001, the Library of Congress selected it for preservation in the United States National Film Registry, which makes it. Is it the 3rd or 4th film we've talked about in that category?
It's been a bunch.
Yeah, we've done quite a few now. Yeah, a couple little notes here. So some other players in this. It was produced by Richard D. Zanuck and David Brown. The cinematography was by Bill Butler. It was edited by Verna Fields. Music was by John Williams. Classic. Mm-hmm. Distributed by Universal Pictures.
Speaking of Star Wars.
Right? Maybe that's the common denominator in all of these. It's just John fucking Williams. Distributed by Universal Pictures and was released on June 20th, 1975 to 124-minute runtime. And the budget of $9 million was just eclipsed by its box office of $476.5 million. Wow. So, to start, in the New England beach town of Amity Island, a young woman goes for a late-night ocean swim during a beach party. An unseen force attacks and pulls her underwater. Her remains are found washed up on the beach the next morning. After the medical examiner concludes it was a shark attack, newly hired police chief Martin Brody closes the beaches. Mayor Larry Vaughn persuades him to reconsider, fearing the town's summer economy will suffer. The coroner, under pressure, now concurs with the mayor's theory that it was a boating accident. Brody reluctantly accepts their conclusions until a young boy, Alex Kintner. Why can't I fucking talk anymore? It's because
the mom's
I'm
going to
out
come
of
here and
practice.
start screaming and crying.
What?
The mom is going to show up here at our doors yelling at you. Yeah.
I know if I can't say her son's name right, she's going to slap me right in the fucking face. Smack! I'm going to be like, oh, Kintner. Alex Kintner is killed at a crowded beach. A bounty is placed on the shark by his mother because she's gangsta as fuck.
I have what the bounty would be now.
Oh, you did the math?
I did one of those calculator things.
It was $3,000 at the time, which would be how much now?
So it's $17,730.98.
That was her exact savings account. That's so interesting. Wow. Okay. Poor thing. That's.
I also have
wild.
the $10,000 one that Robert Shaw's character was asking for after he found it.
Yeah. How much?
And that one's $59,103.28.
I could have bought him a new boat if he didn't die, so that would have been cool. God damn. Anyway, all right. So the bounty is placed on the shark, which caused an amateur shark hunting frenzy and another death there. Quint, an eccentric and roughened local shark hunter, or grizzled, as Mikey said earlier, offers his services
I like that better.
for $10,000 or about $59,000 in today's money, or $3, depending on where you're from. Consulting oceanographer.
Oh, in inflation, it's about $3 now.
Right. Inflation. Matt Hooper examines the girl's remains, confirming that an abnormally large shark killed her. Okay. Paragraph 1 down. What kind of notes you got in that section, buddy?
Okay, so the first kill is really iconic. I think they should have shut down the beach until they dealt with the actual shark.
Yeah, for sure.
Bathing suits for men in 1975 were just short shorts, LOL.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And then I have the last note for that part is da-dun, 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 da-dun.
Classic. It's classic shit, man. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, one more. I love the shot of Brody seeing the second kill and how close up it gets.
Yeah, no, that is good. That is good. I like, so in the beginning, when I think it just starts out, Brody and his wife are in bed together. And I like just it's like little things I can appreciate as an adult. He says to her, like, didn't the sun used to not be this bright in the morning? And she's like, it was a different season when we moved in. And I know that's it's like has no place in the movie overall, but I was like, God damn, yeah, I get that. Sometimes it's just too goddamn bright in the morning, you know? It's adult conversation stuff. I thought that was funny.
Oh, there was a line that had me dying is when the guys who work for the town was like, is the bounty for the shark cash or check?
Yeah. Dude, when he is on his way, well, so the girl who gets killed first, that's iconic, you know, but well, we didn't even have it in the plot notes, but there's the guy that was supposed to be like skinny dipping with her, and he passed out on the beach before he even went in, which was weird. Maybe that's a good choice. If you're like that drunk, like blackout drunk, and you're like, I'm just going to not go in the water, that's a good choice.
You should at least tell the person who's going in the water to save their room sometime.
Right. Yeah. She's like, where is he?
Okay. So now I have a new theory. That first kill wasn't Jaws' fault.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, I mean, it's still, yeah, it's still murder. murder by shark. But you know one of my thoughts here is like, okay, so this girl gets in the water at the beach, like at the sandy beach, and then she's by a buoy in like 5 seconds. So
she's fast as fuck, boy.
they do not. Yeah. So she got out there fucking fast. She's like kicking her legs like a fucking monster, and no wonder a shark found her.
Sonic powers
With her fucking super legs.
Sonic powers.
Yes. Yeah, and then next, I guess when when Brody's walking through the town and like everybody's kind of like chasing after him and they catch him on the barge, it felt very like mafia-esque. That was weird. I know he's like, you know, that New York cop who's now dealing with, he like moved here for his retirement, but yeah, he's got a lot to
Cape
deal
Cod.
with. Honestly, I feel like
I like Cape Cod.
Yeah, Cape Cod's really nice. We spent a little bit of time on Provincetown? We went to like Provincetown all the way at the end.
Yeah, I love that place. That's one of my favorite places to go.
Yeah, it was fun. Anyway, all right, let's keep going. We got to keep it moving.
Sorry.
So, no, you're good. It's me too. I talk a lot. So when local fishermen catch a tiger shark, Vaughn declares the beaches are safe. A skeptical Hooper dissects the tiger shark and finds no human remains inside its stomach and concludes that the real shark is still out there. While searching the night waters in Hooper's boat, Hooper and Brody find the half-sunken boat of Ben Gardner, who's a local fisherman. Hooper dons a scuba suit, goes underwater to check the boat's hull, where he finds a shark tooth embedded into it. He accidentally drops the tooth in fright after encountering Gardner's corpse. Vaughn dismisses Brody and Hooper's assertions that a great white shark caused the deaths and refuses to close the beaches, allowing only increased safety precautions, which is literally fucking people.
There's a line of one of the random people on there during the meeting, and I just saw my note for it. They're like 24 hours is like 3 weeks.
Right? Yeah. It's all about the money.
The fucking beach.
Right. One, you don't understand time.
No. It was like a girl who was just mad that she couldn't go to the beach.
Yeah. Right. It's
don't go.
Time just.
If there's a shark attack, you're safer home.
Right. Time just doesn't make sense. And it's these increased safety precautions are literally men in boats with guns just pointed at the water, which I found hilarious. Anyway, and a helicopter though. On the 4th of July weekend, tourists pack the beaches. The shark enters a nearby lagoon, killing a boater and coming close to killing Brody's son. Brody then convinces a guilt-ridden Vaughn to hire Quint. Okay, so what do you have?
I had a note for that.
Yeah.
Why did Brody let his son go out there if he knew the shark was out?
So he told him to go in the pond.
Also, his wife knew too, because at that point, what's his name? The scientist comes over to their house.
Yeah,
and he says that to them.
Yeah.
He says that, and she's like shocked that he lied. Brody lied.
Right. So, he lets his son go into what they call the quote unquote pond, which is obviously like under a causeway and
shallow,
shallow kind of like inland bit of the ocean.
But still,
yeah, which I guess you wouldn't assume a shark would like funnel itself into, but I don't know.
But like as a parent myself, if there's a shark like at the beach,
yeah,
I wouldn't want him to go to the beach until it's caught.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely not. That was a bad choice.
Parenting in these 70s and 80s movies, man.
So I do know off the top of the head that the filming technique, cinematography, like the camera shot of when Brody's sitting in his beach chair and his wife's behind him, and they zoom in on him.
That's my favorite shot of the movie.
They got that effect by having a rig go forward and zooming the camera out at the same time, and it was the first use of that, so it gave you that like whoop, like kind of feel, which is such a cool thing. I did love that. Yeah, no, it's all it's like capitalist corporate greed that causes these deaths.
Yeah, the next note I had was capitalism versus sharks.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I did when Quint is in the town meeting and he uses his nails on the chalkboard. I was like, that was so fucking awful. He just drags his nails.
But it's also so many. I think even like SpongeBob has ripped off that scene before.
Right? Yeah. No, that's in everything. Right? That's in everything.
That's so iconic.
Yeah, that's iconic. The mayor.
The other note. Speaking of the mayor, he's a coward.
Yeah, he was a coward.
The next note.
Yeah, when Brody went to talk to him and he was just like, my son was out there. Well, dude, you pushed for this over and over and over.
They cared more about the vandalism than the shark attacks, to be honest.
I thought it was hilarious when those two kids were swimming with the shark fin and then they come up and the guy's pointing a fucking gun at their faces. It was ridiculous. That was so dumb. I love Richard Dreyfuss's character as well. He's like so... he's quippy, he's quick. He was like everything the way he was delivering his lines was awesome. And there was like the scene when he first showed up and those guys are gonna, like 8 guys are going out in a boat to hunt the shark, and Brody's like, hey, can you tell them not to do that? And he didn't even know who he was at the time, Hooper was at the time. And so he's like, hey, don't do that. And they're like, nah, fuck off, which was hilarious. So it was fun. That's like that New England interaction. All right, so moving forward.
They forgot to say wicked awesome.
Wicked awesome. All right, so moving forward. Despite initial tension between Quint and Hooper, they and Brody head out to sea on Quint's boat to hunt for the shark. As Brody lays down a chum line, the shark suddenly appears behind the boat. Quint, estimating it, is about 25 feet long and weighs 3 tons. Harpoons it with a line attached to a flotation barrel. The shark pulls the barrel underwater and disappears. Man, what'd you do? What did you do?
I restarted my shit. Why?
No, like what happened originally? Like it said you switched your devices?
I don't know. I was literally just sitting here and all of a sudden it just said that like
everything.
My microphone was my headphones.
Ah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you just give me a quick little rundown on what input you're using right now?
So I have this is my mic. Is that from Doom, the video game?
The scream?
No, the whole the guitar too.
No, it's a random metal track.
It reminded me of like the newer Doom games, like Doom. What's the last one that came out? Doom Eternal.
Oh, okay.
When you like get it, like you get your shotgun and like the music goes off like that.
Oh, nice. No, it's I use a specific website which I will not mention that has royalty-free music. So it's
Penis
just
no. It's penis music for penis boys.
Yeah. Okay. How did you know? It's the penis music for the penisboys.com//penis boys music. How'd you know that?
And use our code penis for 50% off.
No, it's royalty free. It's free penis for all. Yeah, it's weird. Anyway, all right, let's not start that again. Okay, we're not going back to being the penis show, guys. All right, so continuing at nightfall.
A little bit of the penis.
Peni. Quint and Hooper drunkenly exchange stories about their assorted body scars. One of Quint's is a removed tattoo, and he reveals that he survived an attack on the USS Indianapolis, during which many U.S. sailors were killed by sharks. Oh, God. The shark returns.
And a lot of them got fucked by sharks, too.
I'm just going to leave that there. The shark returns, ramming the boat's hull and disabling the power. And the men work through the night repairing the engine. In the morning, Brody attempts to call the Coast Guard, but Quint, who's now obsessed with killing the shark without outside assistance, smashes the radio. After a long chase, Quint harpoons the shark with another barrel. The line is tied to the stern cleats, but the shark drags the boat backwards, almost pulling it under, and swamps the deck and floods the engine compartment. As Quint is about to sever the line to save the boat's transom, the cleats break off. Bless you. The barrels stay attached to the shark. To Brody's relief, Quint heads towards the shore to draw the shark into shallower waters, but the overtaxed engine fails. Okay, what do we have up through this point? Any notes?
I just realized I didn't tell me about my story about the air conditioner and a tornado warning.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's why we did Sharknado. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. What
All right, so
what happened there?
Katie was sleeping in our bedroom. I was doing something in the guest room. I was like getting all the movies out of there, and I heard a sound, and I ran into her room or our room.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, it was literally just like the wind ripped the air conditioner unit out of my window.
Wow. That's wild.
Nobody was touching it. Nobody was even like near it.
Yeah.
It just flew out my window. And like it was like a tornado warning. It's supposed to be like.
Are you in the third story?
What?
You're on the.
What do you mean?
You're on the third floor.
Second.
You're on the second floor, so that could have killed somebody. Shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
Like I had to run outside and pick it up and throw it in the trash.
Wow.
It was broken. Like, and the wire was still in the wall too, which is scary.
Oh, it ripped the wire out.
I had to turn off the power and fix the outlet because it was all messed up because of it.
Holy shit, bro! That's wild, man. Huh.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. Well, that's why we did Sharknado, folks. Yeah.
Yeah. Summertime tornado warnings.
Yeah.
Thank you, climate.
Yep.
Problems.
Right. What's new? Well, all of that's new, I guess, or getting newer. Okay, so yeah, I would say through that bit, I think you had the note, which I'm going to let you deliver it. What's your favorite line from this whole movie?
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Right. Yeah. So that's said in this section.
Check out my name.
Sharkmane 2. We need a bigger boat. Is that what that says?
No.
I can't see your whole name.
Wait, can't you make it like full screen?
No, because I have my notes. We're going to need a bigger bingus. Oh, okay, cool. Sharkman 2, we need a bigger bingus. I'm going to... Sharkmane. Sorry. My title is, or my name this week is We're Going to Need a Bigger Desk. And that's because I have so many tapes. I'm running out of room.
And there's more on the way, apparently.
Yes.
I'm going to the archive next weekend.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. You're a bad influence on me. That's what my wife said. Okay, let's continue.
How is this my fault?
We have a lot to do, man. We have a lot to do. All right.
Carlo, none of this was my fault, Carlo.
As the boat takes on water, the trio attempt a riskier approach. Hooper suits up and enters a shark-proof cage, which just seems ridiculous to me because the shark has literally ripped a boat in half. But or nearly.
The cage will stop it.
Don't worry, it's titanium, motherfuckers. Intending to lethally inject the shark with strychnine via a hypodermic spear, the shark viciously attacks the cage, causing Hooper to drop the spear. While the shark destroys the cage, Hooper escapes to the seabed and goes and essentially hides behind some seaweed, which was a good move. The shark leaps onto the boat's stern. What?
Bitch-ass shark.
Hey, you bitch-ass shark. The shark leaps onto the boat's stern, subsequently devouring Quint.
Perfect as his New England.
He just grabs him by the legs and goes, rah, rah, which is so sad considering he'd lost so many people and friends to shark attacks. But maybe
then Jaws himself asked if he had any Dunkin' Donuts with him.
Do you have any coffee that I can dip this severed human into? Coffee? Light and sweet with cream?
No, that's New Jersey.
Coffee, light and sweet.
What's the Boston accent?
Oh, fuck if I know.
Coffee?
Mark Wahlberg! I'm Mark Wahlberg and I need some coffee. Fuck if I know, bro.
We need a clip of you just doing that now.
Fuck, I'm
Mark Wahlberg.
You ever been to Wahlburger? Oh, shit. Anyway.
Oh, my God.
Let's fucking get through this. So...
I miss this show.
Yeah, me too, bud. All right, so yeah, Quint's dead. Sad. Rest in peace. Trapped in the sinking vessel, Brody shoves a nest. Shoves a scuba tank into the shark's mouth and climbs into the crow's nest. He shoots the tank with the rifle. Kabang! It explodes the shark all over the place and kills him. Or her, who knows. And Hooper.
And in the next scene, you'll see the shark rebuild. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, shark.
It's like Jason the Shark.
Jason Shark, yeah, for sure. Hooper resurfaces.
Oh, that's the next Jason. That's the next Friday the 13th. The Sharkening.
The Sharkening? Or I was going to say it was Jason versus Jaws and see how that goes.
Or it's like Street Sharks. Or like he gets turned into a shark.
Oh, that'd be cool. And he's just walking around New York instead of like bumping
Shark
into
Man,
people. He's
yeah.
just like, yeah. Okay.
So my son's seen one of the Suicide Squad movies where they had King Shark. He thinks he's called Shark Man. Sorry,
oh, that's actually a good character. I do like that character. He's pretty funny. Okay, so Hooper resurfaces like a bitch. He hid the whole time until he saw the shark was dead. And then he and Brody paddle back to Amity Island, clinging to the remaining barrels on like a homemade raft. Final shot of the movie is just a beach. They're just showing a beach, and the title credits roll. That's it. So pretty simple ending. Okay. So going real quick, we're going to move right into production notes. This is a bit, we're going to talk a little bit about development of the film, casting. We're going to talk about filming and the locations that they were at and some of the issues they ran into. And then we'll talk really quick about music, and then we'll get Mikey on the box office and home video.
Tomatoes.
Richard D. Zanuck and David Brown, producers at Universal Pictures, independently heard about Peter Benchley's novel Jaws. Brown came across it in the literature section of Lifestyle magazine, Cosmopolitan. Interesting. Then edited by his wife, Helen Gurley. You hear that here, folks? Jaws, the movie, would not exist if it wasn't for Cosmo. All right. A small card.
Magazine.
I'm sorry, what?
Is that still a magazine?
I believe so. Yeah. A small card written by the magazine's book editor gave a detailed description of the plot, and concluding with the comment, quote, might make a good movie. The producers each read the book over the course of a single night and agreed that on the next morning that it was the most exciting thing that they'd ever read, and that they wanted to produce a film version, although they were unsure how it would be accomplished. They purchased the film rights in 1973 before the book's publication for approximately $175,000, which would be equivalent to about $1.2 million in 2023. Brown claimed if they had each read the book twice, they would have never made the film because they would have realized how difficult it would be to execute certain sequences.
It's a good thing they didn't know.
Right, for sure. To direct, Zanuck and Brown first considered veteran filmmaker John Sturges, whose resume included another maritime adventure, The Old Man and the Sea, before they offered the job to Dick Richards, whose directorial debut, The Culpeper Cattle Company, had come out the previous year. They soon grew irritated by Richards' habit.
Why did you use your name Dick if your name is Richards?
He's Dick Dickards. Dick Dicks. Dick Dickies. Dickety Dick Dicks. They soon grew irritated by Dick Dicker's habit of describing the shark as a whale. Interesting. Huh. So he just kept calling the shark a whale, and they fired him. So he showed up to set and he's like, man, that's a big ass whale. And they said, you're fired.
Well, there is a movie called Orca.
Right.
Like this, so.
Yeah, well, the boat's called Orca, that they go out on. It's the Orca, right? Anyway, yeah, so Dick Dicks got fired for calling Jaws a whale. Okay. Meanwhile, Steven Spielberg very much wanted the job. The 26-year-old had just directed his first theatrical film in the Sugarland Express. And at the end of a meeting in their office, Spielberg noticed their copy of the still unpublished Benchley novel, and after reading it, was immediately captivated. He later observed that it was similar to his 1971 television film Duel.
Oh, such a good movie.
Yeah, in that both deal with, quote, these leviathans targeting everymen. He also revealed in The Making of Jaws, which that was a documentary on the 2012 DVD release, that he directly referenced Duel by repurposing the sound of the truck being destroyed as the death roar of the shark. After Richards' departure, the producers signed Spielberg to direct in June 1973 before the release of the Sugarland Express. Okay. Before production began, Spielberg grew reluctant to continue with Jaws in fear of becoming typecast as the, quote, truck and shark director. That's interesting, but I get it, I guess. It's the action-y suspense stuff,
He didn't
right?
want to be pigeonholed.
Right. He wanted to move over to 20th Century Fox's Lucky Lady instead, but Universal exercised its right under its contract with the director to veto his departure. Interesting. Brown helped convince Spielberg.
That's weird.
Yeah, to stick with the project, saying that.
So, like, if you break that, wait. He can't leave then. He would just have to wait.
Yeah, right, exactly. Or if he just refused to come back, they could sue him for an exorbitant amount of money. And he was only 26, so that would have been a bad idea. It's a good thing they made him stay. So Brown helped convince Spielberg to stick with the project, saying that, quote, after Jaws, you can make all the films you want, end quote, which was true. The film was given an estimated budget of $3.5 million and a shooting schedule of 55 days. Principal photography was set to begin in May 1974. Universal wanted to shoot.
It doesn't seem a lot for the scope of this movie.
Right? Yeah. Universal wanted to shoot to finish by the end of June when the major studio's contract with the Screen Actors Guild was due to expire to avoid any disruptions due to a potential strike. Okay, now, some casting notes for this film. Though Spielberg complied with a request from Zanuck and Brown to cast known actors, he wanted to avoid hiring any big stars. He felt that, quote, somewhat anonymous, end quote, performers would help the audience believe that this was happening to people like you and me. Whereas, quote, stars bring a lot of memories along with them, and those memories...
the Cannibal Holocaust to take.
Can sometimes corrupt the story. Yeah. The director added that in his plans, the superstar was going to be the shark. The first actors cast were Lorraine Gary, who's the wife of President, or was the wife of President of Universal, Sidney Sheinberg, as Ellen Brody, and then Murray Hamilton as the mayor of Amity Island. Stunt woman turned actress Susan Backliny. Am I saying that right? I don't know.
No, that's what it looks like.
Right? Was cast as Chrissy, who's the first victim, as she knew how to swim and was willing to perform nude. Most minor roles were played by residents of Martha's Vineyard, where the film was shot.
I've never been to Martha's Vineyard, but I heard it's nice. I've been to Cape Cod, though.
Yeah, I've never been to Martha's Vineyard either. But I do hear it is bougie. One example was Deputy Hendricks, who is played by future television producer Jeffrey Kramer. Lee Fierro plays Mrs. Kintner, the mother of the shark's second victim, Alex Kintner, played by Jeffrey Voorhees, actually. Interesting enough.
Jason Voorhees.
Jeffrey Voorhees. The role of Brody was offered to Robert Duvall, but the actor was interested only in portraying Quint. Charlton Heston expressed a desire for the role, but Spielberg felt that Heston would bring a screen persona too grand for the part of a police chief of a modest community. I agree with that. Yeah, okay, so Roy Scheider became interested in the project after overhearing Spielberg at a party talk with the screenwriter about having the shark jump up onto a boat. Spielberg was initially apprehensive about hiring Scheider, fearing he would portray a, quote, tough guy, similar to his role in The French Connection.
My second favorite movie of all time.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
First being Thief.
Yeah, that is, you have stuck by Thief. Yeah, that is such a good movie. Mm-hmm. And very low listened to episode, friends.
You guys got to listen to that shit. It's good.
That's a good.
I know it's not horror. I know you guys mostly come here for the horror, but I think you'd enjoy it, honestly.
Yeah, Thief was a good
Just
episode.
like our Good, the Bad, and the Ugly episode, too.
Also fun. That one got a bunch more listens after we talked about it a bunch, but anyway.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I always feel like that one's less liked because it's not horror.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Some of the lower ones, I haven't looked through the list in a while, but it was Silent Night, Deadly Night, which throws me off. That's such a good.
That's weird.
Good slasher.
That was our first roundtable, too.
Yeah. And then, Thief is very low. It's always stayed low. And then The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly
was that
low
from?
For a while. What?
When was Thief from?
A long time ago. It was a long time.
Let me see in my...
All right, I'm going to keep going, okay? All right, so 9 days before the start of production, neither Quint nor Hooper had been cast. The role of Quint was originally offered to actors Lee Marvin and Sterling Hayden, both of who passed. Zanuck and
Can
Brown.
you imagine Marvin being in this?
No, that would be interesting, though. Zanuck and Brown had just finished working with Robert Shaw on The Sting and suggested him to Spielberg.
That's a good movie.
Sorry. No, you're good. Shaw was reluctant to take the role since he did not like the book, but decided to accept at the urging of both his wife, actress Mary Uri. How do you say her last name? It's U-R-E.
Yeah.
Ur?
I think it's how you pronounced it.
Or Uri?
Uri?
Okay. And as secretary.
Oh, by the way, our thief episode was from May 26, 2023.
Damn, that was
Our
close.
8th episode.
Yeah, that was close to the beginning. Yeah. Anyway, okay.
Right
so
before brain damage.
he said, quote, the last time that they were enthusiastic for both of them for him was from Russia with Love, and they were right. Shaw based his performance on fellow cast member Craig Kinsbury, a local fisherman, farmer, and legendary eccentric, who was cast in the small role of fisherman Ben Gardner. Spielberg described Kinsbury as, quote, the purest version of who, in my mind, Quint was, end quote. And some of his off-screen utterances were incorporated into the script as lines of both Gardner and Quint. Another source for some of Quint's dialogue and mannerisms, especially in the third act at sea, was vineyard mechanic and boat owner Lynn Murphy. For the role of Hooper, Spielberg initially wanted John Voight. That would have been interesting.
Weird.
Timothy Bottoms, Timothy Topps, Jan Michael Vincent, Joel Grey,
What?
and Jeff Bridges. They were all considered for the part. Spielberg's friend...
Jan Michael Vincent? I'm just remembering that Rick and Morty thing.
Okay, so yes, what else? So Spielberg's friend George Lucas suggested Richard Dreyfuss, whom he had directed in American Graffiti. The actor initially
I love that movie
passed,
too.
but changed his decision after he attended a pre-release screening of The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz, which he had just
What was that?
completed. I've never heard of The Apprenticeship of Duddy Kravitz in my life. Is that Lenny
Let me see
Kravitz's
what that
dad?
is.
Duddy?
Duddy. It's a crime drama. It's adapted by a novel of the same name.
Interesting. Okay.
The
Learns.
title character is a brash young Jewish Montrealer who embarks on a string of get-rich-quick schemes in bid to gain respect.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, so the
Sounds
reason
good, actually.
that Dreyfuss was so interested in Jaws then right after that is because he was disappointed in his performance and feared that no one in Duddy Kravitz, and he feared that no one would want to hire him once Kravitz was released. He immediately called Spielberg and accepted the role in Jaws. Because the film the director envisioned was so dissimilar to Benchley's novel, Spielberg asked Dreyfuss not to read it. As a result of the casting, Hooper was rewritten to better suit the actor, as well as be more representative of Spielberg, who came to view Dreyfuss as his, quote, alter ego. That's interesting. All right, and then lastly here, we're going to get into some filming notes. So a quote by Richard Dreyfuss, actually, on the troubled production of the film, he said, quote, we started the film without a script, without a cast, and without a shark. Interesting. So principal photography began on May 2nd, 1974 on the island of Martha's Vineyard. After consideration was given to Eastern Long Island, they decided on Martha's Vineyard. Brown explained later that the production needed a vacation area that was lower middle class enough so that an appearance of a shark would destroy the tourist business.
That makes sense.
Yeah, right. Martha's Vineyard was also chosen because the surrounding ocean had a sandy bottom that never dropped below 35 feet for 12 miles out from the shore, which allowed the mechanical shark to operate while also beyond sight of land. As Spielberg wanted to film the aquatic sequences relatively close up to resemble what people see while swimming, cinematographer Bill Butler devised new equipment to facilitate marine and underwater shooting, including a rig to keep the camera stable regardless of the tide and a sealed submersible camera box. Spielberg asked the art department to avoid red in both scenery and wardrobe so that the blood from the attacks would be the only red element and would cause a bigger shock. That's a great idea.
He's really good at that kind of stuff.
Yeah, eye for detail, right?
Like in Schindler's List when they have the little girl at the end with she's the only in color.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the fishing village of Memsha in Martha's Vineyard was the primary location. Initially, the film's producers wanted to train a great white shark. What the fuck? I'm going to read that one more time. Initially, the film's producers wanted to train a great white shark. but quickly realized this was not possible.
How do you do that?
So,
That's crazy.
I don't know. They quickly realized that was not going to be possible. So 3 full-sized pneumatically powered prop sharks, which the film crew nicknamed Bruce after Spielberg's lawyer, Bruce Rammer. I like Rammer. Bruce Rammer. Yeah. So a sea sled shark. A full-body prop with its belly missing that was towed with a 300-foot line, and 2 platform sharks, one that moved from camera left to camera right with its hidden left side exposing an array of pneumatic hoses, and an opposite model with its right flank uncovered. Wow. The sharks were designed by art director and production designer Joe Alves during the third quarter of 1973. Between November 1973 and April 1974, the sharks were fabricated at Raleigh Harper's Motion Picture and Equipment Rental in Sun Valley, California. Their construction involved a team of as many as 40 effects technicians supervised by a mechanical effects supervisor named Bob Matty, best known for creating the giant squid in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. After the sharks were completed, they were trucked to the shooting location. In early July, the platform used to tow the 2 side view sharks capsized as it was being lowered to the ocean floor, forcing a team of divers to retrieve it. The model required 14 operators to control all of the moving parts. For Quint's boat, the Orca, Alves and his team constructed 2 identical 42-foot models for the film. The second boat, dubbed Orca 2, had no motor and was designed to sink on command. That's pretty cool. Jaws was the first major motion picture to be shot in the ocean, resulting in a troubled shoot and went far over budget. David Brown said that the budget was, quote, $4 million, and the picture wound up costing $9 million. That's wild. The effects outlays alone grew to $3 million due to the problems with the mechanical sharks. That's fucking crazy. Okay. Continuing.
This was the early 70s too, right?
Right. That's, if you plug those numbers in, it's like $3 today, man. Fuck.
No, that's not what I was trying to say. I was just saying, like, they had like those kind of like mechanical things back then. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah. That's true. That's, I mean, that would have been the first of its.
Because I feel like this, if this was done like years later, maybe like 10 years later in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
They would have it would have been a crazier looking shark.
Yeah, for sure. But also, I mean, they paved the way for a lot of like future, like you think about like Jurassic Park, right? Yeah, there were a lot of CGI, like that was like a blazing the path on CGI, but there were some really good practical stuff in there and animatronic stuff.
I love those movies.
And if you didn't have Jaws,
I even love the bad ones too.
Yeah, me too. I do. Okay, so continuing, disgruntled crew members gave the film a nickname, Flaws. Okay, creative. Spielberg attributed many problems to his perfectionism and his inexperience. The former was epitomized by his insistence on shooting at sea with a life-sized shark. I could have shot the movie in a tank or even in a protected lake somewhere, but it would have not looked the same, he said. As for his lack of experience, quote, I was naive about the ocean, basically. I was pretty naive about Mother Nature, and the hubris of a filmmaker who thinks he can conquer the elements was foolhardy. But I was too young to know I was being foolhardy when I demanded that we shoot the film in the Atlantic Ocean and not a North Hollywood tank. Gottlieb said that, quote, there was nothing to do except make the movie. So everyone kept overworking, and while as a writer he did not have to attend to the ocean set every day, once the crewmen returned, they arrived ravaged and sunburnt, windblown, and covered with salt water. That's wild if you think about that, right? Getting out there in the elements to make the film. So shooting at sea led to many delays. Unwanted sailboats drifted into frame, cameras got soaked, and the Orca once began to sink with the actors on board. The prop sharks frequently malfunctioned owing to a series of problems, including bad weather, pneumatic hoses taking on salt water, frames fracturing due to water resistance, corroding skin, and electrolysis From the first water test onward, the non-absorbent neoprene foam that made up the shark's skin soaked up liquid, causing the sharks to balloon, and the sea sled model frequently got entangled among forests of seaweed.
Oh my God.
Jesus. Spielberg...
It's like this movie's like, it's cursed.
Right? Spielberg later calculated that during the 12-hour daily work schedule, on average, only 4 hours were actually spent filming. Gottlieb was nearly decapitated by the boat's propellers, and
Oh my God.
Dreyfus was almost imprisoned in the steel cage. Wow. The actors were frequently seasick. Shaw also fled to Canada whenever he could due to tax problems, engaged in binge drinking, and developed a grudge against Dreyfus, who was getting rave reviews for his performance in Duddy Kravitz. Editor Verna Fields rarely had material to work with during principal photography, as according to Spielberg, quote, "We would shoot 5 scenes in a good day, 3 on an average day, and none on a bad day." Fuck. The delays proved beneficial in some regards. The script was refined during production, and the unreliable mechanical sharks forced Spielberg to shoot many scenes so that the shark was only hinted at. For example, for much of the shark hunt, its location is indicated by the floating yellow barrels. The opening had the shark devouring Chrissy, so it was rewritten so that it could be shot with Chrissy being dragged and yanked by cables to simulate an attack. Spielberg also included multiple shots of just the dorsal fin. This forced restraint is widely thought to have added to the film's suspense. As Spielberg put it years later, the film went from a Japanese Saturday matinee horror flick to more of a Hitchcock, the less you see, the more you get thriller. In another interview, he similarly declared, quote, "The shark not working was a godsend. It made me become more like Alfred Hitchcock than like Ray Harryhausen. The acting became crucial for making..."
What the fuck's wrong with Ray Harryhausen?
Well, I don't know. I guess Spielberg thinks...
I love this, Jason and the Argonauts and that kind of shit. That's offensive. I thought he likes that shit too. I don't know.
Well, maybe he does, but maybe he wanted to be more Hitchcock. I don't know. All right, so he said the acting became crucial for making audiences believe in such a big shark. Quote, "The more fake the shark looked in the water, the more my anxiety told me to heighten the naturalism of the performances." Footage of real sharks was shot by Ron and Valerie Taylor in the waters off Dangerous Reef in South Australia with a short actor in a miniature shark cage to create the illusion that the sharks were enormous. That's a great idea.
It was me.
During the Taylor's shoot, it was you, a great white attacked the boat and cage. The footage of the cage attack was so stunning that Spielberg was eager to incorporate it into the film. No one had been in the cage at the time, and the script following the novel, originally the shark killing Hooper in it. The storyline was consequently altered to have Hooper escape from the cage, which allowed the footage to be used. As production executive Bill Gilmore put it, quote, "The shark down in Australia rewrote the script and saved Dreyfus's character." That's funny. Although principal photography was scheduled for 55 days, it didn't wrap until October 6th of 74, and that would have been 159 days. Spielberg, reflected on the protracted shoot and said, "I thought my career as a filmmaker was over. I heard rumors that I would never work again because no one had ever taken a film 100 days over schedule." Wow.
You know what's wild? Every time a director says, like, I thought I was going to get fired and, like, I thought my career was over, it's like their best shit.
Right. Yeah. Isn't that wild? Because they're taking risks, right? So Spielberg himself was not present for the shooting of the final scene in which the shark explodes, as he believed that the crew were planning to throw him in the water when the scene was done. Wow. Come on. Just take it. It has since...
It's over dramatic.
Yeah, right. Well, so it's since become a tradition
They're going to blow me up
for Spielberg to be absent when the final scene of the film is being shot. I guess that became like a good luck thing for him. You know, he just doesn't show up for the last minute. Afterward, underwater scenes were shot.
He's that closer who leaves early.
Right. Yeah. Right. For real. It's like, oh yeah, I'm taking off an hour early today. Okay, great. Afterward, underwater scenes were shot at the Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer water tank in Culver City with stuntman Dick Warlock and Dick Warlock.
Michael Myers in part 2.
Bro, Bro, what a name, though, right? And Frank James Sparks.
That's his real name, too.
Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Dick Warlock.
He was fucking Michael Myers in my favorite my favorite Halloween movie.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Part 2.
Yeah.
He was also an android assassin in the third one.
Yep.
And you like this one.
Uh-huh.
He was Kurt Russell's personal stunt double for over 25 years.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did not. That's interesting. All right. Nice.
Dick motherfucking Warlock.
He's a goddamn warlock, that Dick. Okay, so continuing. So they were stand-ins for Dreyfus in the scene where the shark attacks the cage, as well as near Santa Catalina Island, California. I guess they filmed there as well. Fields, who had completed a rough cut of the first 2/3 of the film up until the shark hunt, finished the editing and reworked some of the material. According to Zanuck, she actually became in and reconstructed some scenes that Steven had constructed for comedy and made them terrifying. And some scenes he had shot to be terrifying and made those comedy scenes. So she really did a lot for the film. The boat used for the Orca was brought to Los Angeles so the sound effects team could record sounds for both the ship and the underwater scenes. 2 scenes were altered following test screenings, as the audience's screams had covered up Scheider's bigger boat one-liner. Brody's reaction after the shark jumps behind him was extended, and the volume of the line was raised. Spielberg also decided that he was greedy for, quote, one more scream, and reshot the scene in which Hooper discovers Ben Gardner's body using $3,000 of his own money after Universal refused to pay for the reshoot. The underwater scene was shot in Field's swimming pool. Oh, wow. In Encino, California, using a life cast latex model of Craig Kinsbury's head attached to a fake body, which was placed in the wrecked boat's hull. To simulate the murky waters of Martha's Vineyard, powdered milk was poured into the pool, which was then covered with a
just
tarpaulin.
like the mutilator with milk, remember?
Exactly, right? Fucking Mark Shostrom shit right there. All right, last notes on music. So John Williams composed the film's score, which earned him an Academy Award and was later ranked the 6th greatest score by the American Film Institute. The main, quote, shark theme, which is a simple alternating pattern of 2 notes, variously identified as E and F, or F and F sharp, dun, 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 became a classic piece of suspense music, synonymous with approaching danger. Williams described the theme as, quote, grinding away at you, just as a shark would do. Instinctual, relentless, and unstoppable, end quote. Okay, and that's it for me reading. God damn, I just read for like 35 minutes straight, except for all the interruptions. Okay, now Mikey is going to go ahead and take it away with our box office and home media.
I don't know how to read. Dylan's going to have to read some more.
You forgot how to read in 3 weeks? That's impressive.
It may be funny, though.
No.
Jaws opened in 409 theaters with a record of $7 million weekend, $21 million in its first 10 days of recoup after production costs. That's crazy.
That is.
It grossed $100 million in the first wow. That's crazy. 59 days from the 594 play dates in just 78 days. It overtook The Godfather as the highest grossing film in North America, sailing past that $86 million and became the first film to earn $100 million.
Damn right.
Theatrical rentals. God damn.
Mm-hmm.
It spent 14 consecutive weeks number 1 in film.
Wow.
Its initial release ultimately brought in, wow, that's a lot, $123 million in rentals.
Shit.
Theatrical re-release in 1976 and summer of 1979 brought in a total of $133 million.
That's wild. Wow. So they brought in $10 more million just from re-releases in 2 different years.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
These companies do this all the time in movies.
That's crazy.
I remember in the 90s when they did the Star Wars ones. I remember going to see, I think it was Return.
Yep.
No, I saw all of them with my uncle.
Did you? Nice. All right, you ready for home media?
First ever laser. This is gonna be so long. They've released so many versions.
I know.
Where did it
This
go?
is so long. It's a lot of notes.
First ever Laserdisc title marketed in North America was the MCA Disco version.
Oh.
Release of Jaws in 1978.
Oh, that's cool.
A second Laserdisc released in 1992 before a third final version came out under the MCA Universal Home Videos signature imprint in 1995. The release was an elaborate box set that included the deleted scenes, outtakes, a new two-hour documentary on making of the film, directed and produced by Lauren Brazow. Brazilio? How do you pronounce that?
Bozero. Bizarro. Laurent Bozero. Oui,
We're going to cut out everything I said, just had him what he said.
Mimi, a pipi.
The copy of the novel Jaws and the CD of the soundtrack by John Williams. That's crazy. That must have been so expensive.
Right? Yeah, for sure. Okay.
MCA first released Jaws on VHS 1980 for the film's 20th anniversary in 1995. MCA Home released a video issued new collector's edition tape featuring making of retrospective.
Nice.
The release sold 800,000 units in North America. Another final VHS marking the film's 25th anniversary in 2000 came with a companion tape containing a documentary, deleted scenes, outtakes, and a trailer.
Okay.
The first DVD was released in 2000 for the film's 25th anniversary, accompanied by a massive publicity campaign. It featured a 15-minute documentary on the making of the film, an edited version of that film on the 1995 Laserdisc, with interviews with Spielberg, Schneider, Dreyfuss. I said Schneider too, Schrader, and Benchley. Other cast and crew members, other extras included, other deleted scenes, and outtakes and trailers.
Nice.
And then production photos, storyboards. The DVD shipped 1 million copies in just a month.
Jesus.
That is crazy.
That is crazy.
In January 2005, a 30th anniversary was released at Jaws Fest Festival on Martha's Vineyard. The new DVD had many extras and seen in previous home releases, including a 2-hour Rizal documentary, a previous unavailable interview with Spielberg conducted on the set of Jaws in 1974. On the second Jaws Fest in August 2012, the Blu-ray disc was released with over 4 hours of extras, and these are not in the release I have. The release was part of the celebration of Universal's 100th anniversary, debuted 4th place in charts with over 362,000 units sold, and the film was released on 4K Blu-ray in June 1st, 2020.
Nice. All right. Good shit. That's a lot. But, dude, for this movie to be the very first Laserdisc that was ever marketed in the U.S., that's pretty cool shit. I like those kind of notes.
That is crazy.
Yeah. All right.
I got the reviews now, right?
Yep. Let's get it. Let's get into our...
I've been waiting for this for a while.
Our Rotten Tomatoes reviews.
So the 1 star... I have never liked Jaws, even if after watching it so many times, it's one hell of a stupid movie, or perhaps I think of it with different eyes.
I think of it with different eyes, they say. And, they lost their eyes. All right. Wow. Okay. One hell of a stupid movie.
3 star. This person spelled honestly wrong. Honestly sad how disappointed I was. Acting was mid. Suspense was mid, story was mid, the buildup of the shark and creating a sense of terror was not strong.
All right. Well, we appreciate everyone's opinion.
This is from last year.
And also, last year?
From this month.
Fuck.
No, this is from this month.
Jesus, from this month? Oh, god damn it, son of a bitch, our window. No. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, next one.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a 5 star.
Okay.
from the beginning of the month. I absolutely love this movie. It's so entertaining to watch. It's my favorite. It's spelled the favorite with the British way.
Oh, favorite.
Possibly the best movie Steven Spielberg ever directed. Ever since I watched this a few months ago, I've been obsessed with it. I even have a poster of it in my room.
Cute.
If you haven't seen it, go watch this.
I love anyone who
This is a child talking.
puts a poster of Jaws in their room. And we are equal opportunity.
Since they first watched it a few months ago.
Take out all of our reviewers. Okay, nice, cool. What else? Is that it?
And then the last one I'm going to do is 5-star classic. Stands the test of time. If you haven't seen it, go do it now. I agree with this one. Rewatching it, it has not aged badly at all.
Yeah, no, it really hasn't. It's a great movie. Great movie. No. Okay, all right, good. I stopped myself. Whew. I almost shot out the window, the other window.
You almost did. You did it before.
Yeah,
you were fighting the Sharknado.
Yeah, well, I mean, the tornado kind of destroyed everything except the one window, so I just evened everything out. It's okay. All right, friends. Well, let's go ahead and get the fuck out of here. This week we're sending you home with some dope ass flicks, though. So grab your popcorn, grab your candies, grab your soda pops, and watch out for that shark. It's still kind of flailing over in the corner. Watch out
It's
now.
just spinning upside down. It's weird.
It's a monster. It's a monster.
We need a bigger store.
It's not a monster, though. All right?
We need a better store. A bigger store.
We need a bigger star for our
Now he sounds
monster.
Australian. He's trying to do a Boston accent.
Hey, fuck off. Whatever. Everything. I'm not refined, Mikey. Okay. All right. So, this week, you're going home with some really cool films, all put together courtesy of one Mikey Mutant, and they kind of have a bit of a theme, if you can guess it. All right, so first of all, we're sending you home with Grizzly by William Girdler. Am I saying his last name right? Girdler?
Yeah, you're saying it right.
Rest
I
in
always thought it was
peace.
funny.
Many years ago. He died at 30
Yes.
in a helicopter crash in the Philippines. Scouting a location. Very sad.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Wow, that was so disrespectful. An enormous grizzly bear. Oh, right.
And I love his movies too.
Let me scan it out. An enormous grizzly bear develops a taste for human flesh and begins to terrorize a state park. It's now
Jaws if he was a bear.
It's now up to the park ranger to put a stop to this beast's deadly rampage. Jaws the bear shark. Next, we're sending you home with Day of the Animals, also by William Girdler from 1977. Oh yeah, here we go. The depletion of the Earth's ozone layer causes animals above the altitude of 5,000 feet to begin attacking humans. That is so specific. A group of hikers led by Steve Buckner are trapped in the military quarantine zone and must fight their way out. That sounds fun, actually.
Severin put both of them on Blu-ray at the same time. There's a bunch of them they put out at the same time.
I would
It's really
like.
good.
I would really like to watch that. But okay, so for this next,
I almost
film,
put Razorback in its spot. Do you remember Razorback?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I almost okay. So when I started looking at this next film that we're sending them with, which is Piranha by Joe Dante,
Yes.
but I almost
Roger
started
Corman.
calling it Piranha Joe, and I now I want a movie that's called Piranha Joe.
There might be.
There might be. Okay, so next you're going home with Piranha by Joe Dante from 1978.
Produced by Roger Corman. Rest in peace.
Oh yeah, rest in peace. When thousands of military hybrid piranhas are accidentally released into a river that a children's holiday camp uses, the race is on to get downstream before the flesh-eating fish do. God damn.
And then the
Okay.
second one's directed by James Cameron, and it's about flying piranha.
It happened a second time because of the government. man.
Piranha 2, the piranha-ing. Wait, no, that's not what it's called.
Piranha.
It's called, oh my, hold on.
Is it
I
called-
gotta find the title of it.
Piranha Joe. Okay. Well,
It's something like that. It's, hold on. I didn't spell prism. What the heck is Google doing?
Prism. It's called Piranha Prism. Yes. Makes sense.
The Spawning.
Or maybe Piranha Prison. Like, what if they made a movie where it was just like a prison, but everybody's feet were in like 2 feet of water, and and it was they just let piranhas out.
I was thinking about it would be like a battle royale or like Hunger Games
like
thing.
you could hold yourself up on the bars, but if you got too tired and your feet dipped in, you were taking the chance of having your legs eaten by piranha. Interesting.
My uncle used to have a piranha. His name was Joe or Jojo.
Are you telling me it was Piranha Joe?
No. Its name was Jojo.
Piranha Jojo?
And like, yeah, he put his hand in there to feed it, and it bit him like right here, so he still has a scar from it.
Wow. Yeah. All right, so next you're going home with Alligator by Louis Teague from 1980. A herpetologist, played by Robin Riker, helps a detective track her flushed-away pet, now a king-size mutant called Ramon. I love that so much. And then lastly, for the kids and the family, we're sending you home with Beethoven. Yes, that's right. I fucking love that. Oh, God damn it.
Me too.
Fuck. Scanned it twice.
Same kind of dog as Cujo.
I actually have multiple copies of Beethoven in my collection, and I have Beethoven 2 as well. And I think
Beethovening.
Yeah, the Beethovening. So that's from 1992. When the family of George Newton decides to adopt a cute St. Bernard puppy, the patriarch soon feels displaced by the dog. Before long, the adorable canine, dubbed Beethoven, has grown considerably, leading to household mishaps. While George's wife and kids dote on Beethoven, it takes time for him to see the pooch's finer qualities. However, Beethoven's life with the Newton family is jeopardized when a scheming vet tries to nab the dog for a deadly experiment. Wow. Kids' movies from the 90s, man. Wild shit. All right, friends, that's it. Let's get the fuck... We're going home. We got to close the store down. I got a baby at home, guys. We don't have a babysitter here yet. You know what, though? I did get an application from somebody to babysit for the kids here at the store. I didn't put an ad out for that or anything, but there's a paper here that says babysitter application, and it's
someone's been stalking the store, dude.
It's just the initials RJ.
No.
RJ.
I have an idea. I have a feeling that is why you wasn't doing anything, because he was telling people what was going on, but not doing anything in the store.
I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, no.
Wait,
so
RJ?
Yeah, it just says RJ. I don't know. I haven't called the number.
Somebody with that name.
RJ? You know someone named RJ?
Rimbles Jimbles, right?
No, it couldn't be Jimbly.
Call the number. Call the number.
No.
Dylan, call the number right now. Let's see.
No, I'm okay. All right, let me dial it up.
Are you afraid of doing something? What is it? Do you know who it is?
Oh, yes. Hello. Hi. How are you? This is.
Sorry,
RJ.
wrong number.
Oh yeah, dude, that sounded like Rumbles.
That's her.
Do you think that's her? She could probably make
She's
good childcare though.
She's gonna take our kids into the Freudstein verse.
You think so? Maybe. I don't know. But
they're gonna be all these weird looking kids with like red hair.
On this, but look at the application on the desired wage part.
And they're gonna disappear into a mirror.
I mean, that's a great deal. Anyway,
Dylan.
Yeah.
Watch out behind you.
What? There's nothing behind me.
There's a guy with a trench coat.
What? Fuck off. Okay, so let's talk about
Salami Man.
Salami Man. What the fuck is
Salami Man?
Slimy Man? No, we don't have new characters named Slimy
I'm here
Man.
to protect Mikey. My name is Salami Jami.
Salami Jammy Man? What the fuck is happening? What happened to this place while I was gone?
I got a bodyguard.
You hired a bodyguard. You literally get burped back to life every time anything happens to you, and you need a bodyguard?
But Rimbles is not supposed to be here. Her and Dandyman, they have this plan. I'm scared.
Well, Rimbles, I think, didn't we put a restraining order on her after she tried to...
From what I heard, she is a disciple of Dandyman.
Didn't she want to kiss your lips or something? Yeah. Okay. All right.
She wanted to take my lips. It was scary.
I'm glad you're here, Salami Man. Good to see you. All right.
Yeah.
He's a monster.
Cold cuts and meats is what I know.
Cold cuts and meats. Cold cuts and meats is what I know.
They call me Young Gouda.
Young Gouda.
I'm from Budapest.
Stupid. What the fuck are we watching next week? God damn it. What are we watching next week?
We're watching Slasher Summertime Classic, The Sleepaway Camp.
Welcome to summer, bitches. We're going to sleepaway camp. Yeah.
Starring Felissa Rose as Angela.
Such a great film. Classic. And we've talked about it slightly.
A bunch of times.
And mentioned
Our
it a bunch.
Slasher episode, we definitely did.
Yeah, but we're actually going to do a deep dive into Sleepaway Camp, so that'll be fun. All right, shout out. So this week I'm shouting out the Bearded Villain 83. As always, Mike, you're the fucking man. Keep it up, buddy. You're awesome. You're going to survive the heat. You will. Yes, Salami, shut the fuck up. Paul from Mutant City Horror and the whole crew over there. Alan, love you. Love all those guys. And Matt. Paul, Alan, and Matt, Mutant City Horror. Next, I'm shouting out Troy.
Paul Allen.
Yes.
I got to return some videotapes.
Paul Allen and Matt. But they have pretty good business cards. And then finally, Joshua from Horror Depot. Horror Depot is awesome. He's going to be having his Dark Arts Festival in August. We're going to try to get him on before then to promote it. Yeah, he's awesome. So who are you shouting out this week, buddy?
So I'm shouting out Doom Generation Podcast, Dissect That Movie Podcast, and Films We Trust, which we should be doing something next month with them from last I talked to them. Movie Dumpster Podcast and YouTube channel. Dab Jimmy, my co-host on, I think we're going to be calling it the Scabby Man Show now.
What?
Yeah, that was his idea.
Okay.
Same stuff. It's just not going to be called Dab of Death. It's going to be called the Scabby Man Show.
Okay.
And then my wife Katie and Sammy.
I will love to hear an episode when it comes out. I can't wait. Love it.
We're recording next month, so I don't want to say anything.
All right. I'm excited. All right, friends, don't forget, come on the podcast. If you have a project that you want to promote, shoot us an email.
We need you.
Salami, man, shut the fuck up. God almighty.
Salami, get back in the closet with the Ravioli Boys.
What? Who is here? Email us at vhsdoom@gmail.com. I have to go clean up a fucking mess of people here. Twerk till it hurts, beep till you creep. Gotta la 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 la. Get the fuck out of
season
here. 3. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, that's the intro. Fuck, I need the outro.
Welcome back, Dylan.